Well, hello and welcome to another Blitz session. I'm going to try to improve on my last performance. I'm playing 3-minute chess again, and I've only just realised, like normal, the game started a minute ago, well, half a minute ago, but I lost my 3 games last time I played, so I'm going to try and improve my 3-minute chess. I think we get 3 seconds to move, 2 seconds to move. That's a good thing. I found the game against No E Pals. I don't know who No E Pals is. We'll have a look later on at the player. And I'm basically playing a classical Dutch setup here, reversed. And I'm going to try not to break my computer, like I have been very tempted to do on previous occasions, and maybe try to win a game for a change. Let's see. If I lose all 3 today, I'm going to have to find another trade. Another thing to do in my life, maybe. What am I going to do? What am I going to do if I don't win today? Who knows? So, my opponent playing very quickly, and my idea is to basically throw my kingside pawns up the board. So, I've gone f5, and I might want to even go g4 later on. So, I'm getting it's morning time here, but I'm feeling a little bit aggressive today, as per usual. And okay, so he's gone knight to e5. Now can I and should I go knight g5 and try to generate an attack like that, or should I just take this knight off? So two ways to play this. I quite like the idea of doing something aggressive here, but knight takes e. Okay, let's double the pawns and play this, and then I have to think of a good way to continue my onslaught here. Should we go a bit gung ho? Woohoo! Off we go. Okay, let's do it. I mean, I think my opponent has good counterplay of a move like c4 here, trying to open up the long diagonal towards my king. Normally, when one side attacks on the edge of the board, which I'm doing here, it's a good idea to counter that with an attack in the centre. So my opponent playing a little defensive move first, and I'm going to try to now wriggle my pieces out. I've gone bishop e2 to try to take control of the c4 square, and one idea I do have is potentially the rook swinger. So let's go for the rook swinger, and the idea here, a6, very slow move, is to simply go queen h5, rook h3, queen takes h7, checkmate. Chess is an easy game. So my opponent is doing the runner, is trying to run away, and I'm just going to try to continue with L rook swinger. It'd be lovely to start with a win for a change. What does that feel like? I've forgotten the feeling. If you're interested in my car situation, it all got rectified. I brought a £200 car, an old Rover, which seems to work. That's the main thing, so I can get around. That's always useful. Oh, hello, lots of possibilities here. Well, let's open up Gary the G file, and so the car's been sorted. Okay, it's a cheap car, but what can we do? You know, I'm only a chess player. You know, I'm not a banker, should I say? Oh, come on, this is just asking for bishop h6. You know, no, I can't even. I'm not even going to look at any other options. That move is just too tempting. Oh, this has got to be great. If I don't win this, then I am a complete imbecile. And okay, well, this is just too good. This is just too nice. Oh, yeah, can you see the finish? Can you see the finish? Bishop h5 checkmate was coming. That is a nice way to start the day. And he's offered a rematch. So like before, I'll try to play like 2-3 games. I think that's only fair. I'm feeling like in a bit of a better mood today. But okay, I do understand my opponent is lower rated than my last guy. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get a game against a higher rated player. It's not that I'm dodging these guys. I do want to play them. I'm not, you know, I want to try to get revenge. I even try to play the guy who beat me 3-0, but I don't think he wants to play me anymore. He beat me 3-0. He's sitting on his laurels and he's thinking, come on, you are my whipping boy. I'm the daddy. You're the whipping boy. I'm not going to play you anymore. No, I'm too good for you. I'm too good for you, GM. So I don't know if I'll be able to get a game against some revenge against this guy. Okay, well, I've done an old favourite opening of mine here called the hippopotamus. And this is where you don't move anything past the 3rd rank. It's a very bizarre opening, and to be honest, it's not a very good one. But, you know, it can get interesting. And now I normally... Okay, let's play g5. That looks like the most interesting opportunity. Normally in these hippos, you put your knight on g6 and try not to get suffocated, because white has all this space in the centre of the board. But often you can generate some form of an attack on the king side. Let's hope so. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. How do I generate? I've got a nice solid structure though, so there's no real danger. Maybe I should just move my queen somewhere off the back rank, move my rook on a8 into the game, and just wait and see how things develop. I mean, one thing you shouldn't do in chess is, unless you see a good reason to, is you shouldn't always try to force the issue. You know, you don't need to force the issue. It's not so important. Well, while he's thinking, let's have a quick look at the player I'm playing. And he's from the Philippines. Not much information there about him, is there? So we're not getting a lowdown. And okay, so he's moved his knight here. Should my queen go on c7 or e7? I don't like it so much on e7 because it's lined up against the rook. So let's put it on c7 for now. My general idea is to go rook e8 and then get my favourite pawn. Well, I like the h-pawn. But, oh, hello, I missed that move. Oh, that is hitting a rather weak pawn. Okay, well, I have to give up this bishop on b7 now, which is not ideal. I was just saying, my idea in this line is to get Freddy, the f-pawn, going. But I'm not so sure if that's a good plan now. Maybe I should get Eddie, the eagle, going. Well, let's move my rook so I can potentially get Eddie going and open up the d-file, maybe. Maybe I put my other rook on e8 to then try to break with one of these prawns. God dear, a bit tongue-tied today. Did I say prawns? Prawn to e4? Prawn to e4? No, we don't want to eat these guys. They're there for the chessboard. So can I break with this move e5? I mean, I'm not sure about this. The other option is just to try to do a bit more manoeuvring with my pieces. And I mean, b5, very committal move. Let's try it anyway. I want to try to gain control of the d5 square, the square where my mouse is hanging over. And of course, my opponent is lining his rook up against my queen, so my queen dodges that. I think b5 might have been... I don't like b5. That's a very good move. I was a bit worried about his queen coming in. And I haven't really created enough counterplay here. So, right, it's time to do something, isn't it? Okay, let's get Eddie going. We're going to try to sack some pawns here and bust through the centre. Again, probably not the best way to play. But I need to generate counterplay because my queen side is dropping because of this b5 move. And the only way I can try to counterplay now that I've moved my rook so you can see they can come to life is by throwing my Eddie up the board. Come on, Eddie. You can do the business, Eddie. So this is my plan here. It's quite funny. Yesterday I was doing a bit of commentary on a tournament, and halfway through the tournament my chair collapsed, which is one reason why I didn't have a fried breakfast day. Instead I had a yogurt. Might be a little sign there. But yeah, the chair collapse gambit. So that would have been really funny if we'd have caught that during my, what, can I just not take the knight? Oh my words, too much talking. I'm talking about my chair collapsing, and I could have just gone rook takes knight. Ah, dear. Oh, this just shows you that talking playing chess is not necessarily an easy thing to do. That would have just won a whole piece. Ah, idiotic Williams. Well, that was just ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm angry now. As you can see, rook takes knight. Simple move. I'm talking this story about my chair collapsing, and it doesn't happen. If you're interested, I'm going to be doing a streaming thing for a couple of hours. I'm just getting the date now, on the 6th of September. So that is when I will be streaming. So you can tune into that. Okay, I have some problems now because of my silly idea of not winning a piece. So I'm going to try on Sunday, 6th of September, a bit of live streaming, see how I get on. And trust me, playing chess and talking is not the easiest thing to do in the world. Come on, let's get 3 out of 3 today. If I'd have won that piece, I would have been well on my way. Don't get angry, Simon. Don't get angry. Okay, well, he's got all his things lined up. This is really, can we say, smelly. It's a smelly position because he's just threatening to take here and take on f6. I don't like it, so I'm going to try to potentially bring my bishop around, but my king is in a really hard spot here. It's not in a great position, my king, with this bishop on b2. I mean, it would be so much better this position if I was a knight up. So my one idea here is maybe something like rook d3. He's lining all. I don't like his pieces. They're all lined up against my king, and that is not what I like to see. It looks scary. Scary, scary, scary. I don't like this position so much. Okay, well, maybe I have to go in here and try something like this. Okay, but the time situation is getting very tight here as well, so we all know I'm not very quick. I've got to work out how to do these pre-moves properly, especially when I enter some competition later on. But yeah, this opening is okay for black, but it is very cramped, and it probably doesn't suit my style to play this kind of cramped chess. Okay, right, so now I can get my bishop in with check. Does that help me? Or maybe I should just take that pawn. I mean, again, this is kind of like Pat Caesar check at the moment. And now, why did I do that? It really was like my last move was Pat Caesar check, because now, after knight takes h6, I'm on the verge of getting mated here. But okay, my opponent going for some tactic. I'm not even going to try to work this out. I'm just going to play quick. Okay, and now, right, his bishop is such a strong piece here, and I am just a piece down. Well, okay, it's hustle mode again. Don't like it. And as we're getting 3 seconds moved, I'm going to lose this one. Ridiculous, ridiculous. I didn't take that silly piece. And why didn't I do that? I mean, what on earth am I playing like today? I'm playing like a complete imbecile. Well, Queen f6 was still okay. I mean, this is the kind of position where you can seriously consider, well, you can now, resigning. Oh dear. Okay, well, not the best of games there. Won't be trying that rubbish, crappy opening again. Okay, right, well, I'm going to go for a quick win now, just to finish. I'm playing my 3 games, got to finish on a high, can't finish with a loss, so I'm going to go for a quick win. Okay, well, let's just play sensible chess and play in the center. And well, okay, I'm gonna start throwing Harry out the board. I do like this maneuver normally. I'm just gonna play super aggressive. As I said, I was gonna play super aggressive, so there's no point doing another strategy now, is there? So okay, and okay, well, let's keep going towards the king side. This is a weird opening. What on earth is happening here? Bizarre. Okay, is there any tactical opportunities here? Not quite yet. He wants the castle, obviously. Not a bad idea in life. And how can I meet that? One thing I'd like to do is get bishop d3 and target this pawn idea over there. So he's thrown in a check. Okay, well, let's just block that check for now. I mean, I'm not going to castle kingside. That's far too boring. I simply can't bring myself to play moves like that. I'm going to try to get my king castle queenside, as risky as it may be. I've got an open H file, so I really think I've got to try to play super aggressive. I mean, that's the idea. Play super aggressive. I think he's doing all right now. If he even castles here, I don't think it's too bad for him. Well, okay, so in order to castle queenside, I need to get my queen out of the way. And once I castle, my bishop can move, then I'll be all right. Why is he not castling, though? You know, castling is often a good thing to do. Get your king castled. Not sure why he's not castling, to be honest. Okay, well, that's his decision. He doesn't want to castle queenside. Oh, come on. That's such a boring way to play. I mean, I'm being rude, but okay. Well, if he is going to do that, let's at least grab a pawn on g6. I mean, he should have just castled kingside. I mean, I think he got a little bit too afraid there. And if I can grab this pawn on g6, I think he has to, because I've got rook e1's coming, and he can't allow rook e1 in this position. That would be completely terminal. Oh, he has. He's allowed it. Okay, well, this is getting more interesting now. So he's going to win a pawn, but his king will be misplaced. Now I do have this knight b5 move. That looks very tempting, does it not? Let's put that one in there. Let's put the knight into b5 first. And he's going to take and go king f8 when my pawn... Oh, he's going king d8, putting himself in a pin. Another risky move. So is there any way I can take advantage of this? Well, I need my pieces in the game to do this, so this looks natural. If he goes g5, I may even go bishop takes g5 and try to create some chaos like that. Bishop takes g5, plonk through on that side, come through in the centre, checkmate, end the game, and then I can have another cup of coffee. We love our cups of coffee. Okay, so he hasn't done that. He's got out of the pin. And I'm not too worried about him taking this pawn. I mean, all my rooks are nicely placed. Okay, so there should be some tactical opportunity. Maybe knight e5 was what I should have played last move. Takes d6 check, sacking a piece. Because a6 now is somewhat annoying for me. a6. I mean, a6 before. He's playing very risky chess now. Because I have some line up. Look, d6. Okay, well there must be a good combination here. Am I sharp enough to see it? Who knows? Well, I got queen a5 takes, bishop takes d6 check. I mean, that looks so interesting, but is it strong? Takes, queen takes here. I've got knight e5 here. It's another very tempting combination. Problem is, when you've got so many tempting combinations, it's easy to go wrong. Well, I think I'm going to need my queen in the game, so I'm going to try this. Okay, if I get one good game, that'd be nice. With the idea of going bishop takes d6 next, so going for a double piece sacrifice to try and break through his defenses. And now if king c8, I think he has to play. I take on b6, and then I've got queen takes c5 with a big attack. So this looks very dangerous, and rook e7 coming in as well, and his position is on the verge. So he's playing this, but okay. I mean, he's got one check. I can go rook e7, check here, takes on d5. Don't want to allow that. I could just take this with check, but then king here, and then let's go for the this just wins, doesn't it? Because I've got bishop e7 check. Yes, I missed this one originally. Bishop e7 check. And that is a nice way to finish the morning. Woohoo! Feels good. That's better. That's a better attacking game. Nice to finish with one good attacking game. And this is clearly all over now. There we go. Okay, well, three games is enough. The point is here, I'm at least winning his queen if I don't have checkmate. But I believe there's a nice checkmate. If the king goes to e8, let's see if I won't play the moves. Let's see if we can work this out. I can go queen c8 check, king takes e7, and then d6 checkmate. So a pawn checkmate. Okay, but I did drop that second game in very bad style. So not a perfect day of chess today, but at least I managed to win a game. I mean, we could quickly analyse this game and just see some interesting moments. Now, I think my opponent got a little bit scared around here. He should just, in this position, just simply castle kingside. Because, you know, my plan of castling queenside is very risky. Because he can always throw Barry the b-pawn up at me. And then we got a very double-edged game. I mean, the nice tactical point was later on when he went a6. There could well be a couple of strong winning ideas here, but queen to a5 looks very good, taking advantage of the pin, the knight on b6, with the idea of crashing through with bishop takes d6, queen takes b6, and some good attacking moves coming in. And after bishop takes d6, well, he can't take my bishop now, I don't think, because I take on b6, and then go knight to e5 check, least winning the queen, if not more. And in the game, well, I think it's pretty smelly for him. Okay, well, that is my morning bit of Blitz today. And it's now time to go and grab another cup of coffee. So thanks for viewing that. And again, please let me know what openings you'd like me to play. I will make a list for the next game, and let me know if you want me to play. I might try 1 minute. How about that? I'm not sure if I'm really made for 1 minute, you know. I think I'm a bit too flappy. I flap about, you know. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm a panicker. So I don't know if 1 minute really suits me. But maybe I'll give it a rock and roll at some stage, just for the pure chaos of it. And I'll probably do horribly. But we can give it a go. We can give it a go. Anyway, thanks for viewing. And I will try to do a bit of analysis tomorrow. And then more Blitz games. And let me know if you prefer analysis or Blitz. If you like the videos, please like, please subscribe. Check out my website, GingerGM.com, where you can download some great DVDs for cheap price. And that's a great way to support my YouTube channel if you feel like you'd like to do that. Okay, bye for now.